Today we will be visited by Genghis Khan, ruler of the Mongolian Empire. He ruled from 1206 to 1227. We are conducting this interview to hear some behind-the-scenes knowledge about the great Genghis Khan. Let us welcome Mr. Khan. Hello, Mr. Khan. How are you today?
I'm good. You?
Great. Why didn't you trust your family and relatives in military or political positions?
I didn't trust my family and relatives in the military positions because many of my uncles and brothers allied themselves with my enemies at some point in time. There was also plots, both real and alleged, to overthrow or exploit some influence over me. I could not trust anyone except those loyal to me in battle.
How did you treat the people you conquered?
I conquered many people in my conquest for a larger empire. I was not afraid to be mean and cruel to them. I know that slaughter on a major scale is the only way to get what I want. If a group of people did not accept our terms, I would show them no mercy. I have used children and women as my slaves. I have starved the people within the walls of Chengdu to the point of cannibalism. I have turned people's houses of worship into stables. No mercy will be given to those who oppose me.
Briefly explain and provide 3 examples of how you revitalized your army.
I revitalized my army by requiring all men over 14 to undertake military duty. All new recruits went to Ordu, or military camp. They would then be separated into different divisions of varying amounts of men. I also made sure that all my soldiers had their equipment up to standard. I was very strict. Those who did not follow were sent home from the regiment. Finally, I established a very effective and reliable system of signals and messages that allowed the entire Mongol Empire to remain in contact during battle, which provided an upper hand.
Can you please discuss your invasion of China? Do you think it was a success? Explain.
My initial attacks on China were not very successful. During our first attack on the Qin, we completely outmaneuvered the Qin and quickly decimated 70,000 men. I then learned that despite the Qin's large army, I wouldn't yield the submission if the government and ruler remained safe within its large cities. Allied with the Khitans, we attacked again, this time successfully capturing safeguarded towns. However, due to my being hit with a stray arrow, we had to retreat. We then returned for a 3rd time and slaughtered countless amounts of people and pilfered prodigious amounts of booty, which included silk, gold, silver, and slaves. After this offense, the Qin Emperor offered a peace agreement to me, and I agreed to it, for I would receive his palace I would receive more booty on top of what we had already pilfered. Shortly after this, the Emperor moved his palace to a farther city away from Mongolia. He obviously didn't trust me, even after making a peace agreement. So I took initiative and set out for Chengdu yet again. We were prepared to stay for as long as possible, and eventually we were able to enter the city unopposed. Although many Chinese and Qin surrendered to us, the Qin were still not defeated, deeming our invasion of Qin unsuccessful.
When you invaded the Middle East, you justified your actions as the punishment of God is served. Can you explain the meaning of this quote?
When I invaded the Middle East, I entered the city of Bukhara and used the largest mosque as a stable for my army's horses. I used the Muslim holy book for mangers. The citizens were horrified, but I explained that if they hadn't committed such horrible sins, they wouldn't have received such a horrible punishment. I went on to plunder the city and then burned it to the ground. The people of Bukhara brought this upon themselves. I am the only punishment from God.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Khan. Nice meeting you.
No problem.